Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell. I'm James Marley. Joining me is Chris Stott from Wilson's and Jeremy Bendeich from Avoca. We're talking media stocks. Chris, I'll start with you. Fairfax, how did you like the result?
Look, Fairfax is a buy, James. We think that the switch to digital subscriptions is working. Domain is the sleepy asset within the portfolio, not well owned amongst the small cap community, so buy.
Okay. Jeremy, what about you? Revenues are still declining?
Yeah, there's some concern over the core business. However, like Chris, we do like that domain asset that's sort of tucked away in the business. However, after a big short covering rally, I think it's still a hold.
Let's have a look at the digital business. STW Group, it's got a big footprint. What are your thoughts on STW?
STW is a hold, James. Well-managed company, exposed late cycle play in terms of marketing spend coming back into the economy, and they've got the firepower to make further acquisitions, so it's a hold for us for now.
Okay. Jeremy, what about you? STW, is it one that you like?
Not really. We're a sell on STW. They've added 200 million of assets over the last sort of 5 years and earnings haven't grown. Cash flow conversion's been pretty weak. It's a business model that we don't think is very easy to understand, so we struggle.
That's the sell. Chris, 10. They had a big summer of cricket. The Big Bash was very popular. And Sochi, what are your views on 10?
10 to buy, James. So, Hamish McLennan's really getting that company back into shape. We think their ratings will bottom at some point this calendar year. There's a lot of scope. There's enormous leverage within that business for every rating share they pick up. So we think it's a buy.
That's a buy. Jeremy, they got a speeding ticket earlier this year. Is it justified?
Well, it's a tough industry. 7 and 9 are some pretty fearsome competitors, whilst 10's got a rating share of around 22, 23. The leverage is there if they get it right, but it's going to be tough. There's a lot factored in for getting it right. We're at a hold.
Okay, it's a hold. What is the sector special that you like in the media space?
Southern Cross Media is one of those contrarian calls where it's really struggled. It's lost its talent in metro radio. It's having to rebuild, but it's cheap. It's got reasonable leverage to the cycle, and the cycle should carry that. It's a buy.
Okay, great. Chris, what about you? What's your sector special?
Look, ours is Fairfax, James. So not only they got the domain asset, which has got a new management team in there now, which will drive growth from here, but the radio assets as well. 3AW in Melbourne, leading AM radio stations. So we think that one's a strong buy from here.
Okay, there's life in media yet?